I'm giving this a shot to see if I have my voice back so I can give you guys this reading. Let's take a look and see what your general spread looks like, Aries. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Here we go, Aries. So 7 of Wands followed by the 8 of Cups tells us things are moving quickly for you right now. Page of Cups talks to us a lot about new beginnings. There's some investments on the table for you. And another card for speed. We have this 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So work and money are kind of moving kind of at the same speed, though both quickly. Wands is work and Cups is love, right? So this is things moving faster than you expect them to, like having a hard time putting information together as it's presenting itself to you. So there's no time for processing in this kind of energy. It's just move, move, move. Look here. This is almost overwhelmed, but not quite anxiety. I see 2 cards for investment. You can't decide whether you have the money to do the thing or if money's in the way. Like this is a back and forth conversation that you're having with yourself. And then look here. So you have a lot of ideas, Aries. There's these ideas. These big ideas are on the bottom. We have this card with mushrooms on the bottom, and the mushrooms represent these ideas, and he's kind of above them. And in his hand is a scale. How do I do the thing? How do I measure and balance these next steps? What's most important about this reading is not to notice the speed, because if we, you ever just like catch your stride and you're moving along, and then like the second you notice you're going so fast, for any of you that ride motorcycle know that the second you start catching a really big speed and then you're like, whoa, you kind of lose your groove a little bit. So don't worry about how fast things are going. This is a very smooth ride that you have here. We have the Page of Cups, which is new beginnings. If those of you or on Instagram want to see these picture in picture so you can see what I'm talking about, how this flow is quite beautiful, even though I brought these 2 moving fast energies that came out. You have a lot of release of tension. There's these modes that you get in where the overwhelm hits and you can't see the forest for the trees. Ultimately, all you've got to do is come back to center and look for the lesson I'm getting as well. But we have this, you ever been looking for your keys and they were right there the whole time because you didn't slow down? Well, sometimes life makes it so you can't slow down. So we have to consciously unplug. But what I want to let you know, though, for sure, is you have the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Coins. Those both indicate that you're putting things a little bit more into black and white. Celebration is on the other side of all of this. You have the 7 of Swords, which means the release of tension. Things are going to start coming off your back. So I mean, once you catch your stride here, it feels to me as if like that's the way things need to be, that maybe you've been doing things kind of in a lackadaisical way, or maybe you haven't been pulling yourself forward into your best potential. And now that you're seeing how that works, it just seems like things are moving fast, but stay with it because I feel like it's going to be beautiful. You've got a card here for King of Cups. EQ is present. You're being able to express yourself more beautifully, right? So there are some questions in the air for you right now. Page of Coins, 5 of Coins. Do I invest this money or where do I put it? Or do I hold on to it? Do I have enough? Can I play with this? Trusting yourself is a big part of this game. We do have the Sun card as well. And the Sun card, I'm going to try and get through this so I don't lose my voice before I get these 3 readings out. So I have the Sun card, which represents, the fullness of things and getting to be in your enjoyment, your pleasure, and your glory, the things that you like to do, being in the sun, taking up space, being seen. We also, I don't know where that came from, but I'm also seeing the 6 of Cups, which is celebration. So this is all about fun, playfulness. The tension's about to leave the room, like completely. Whatever it is you're worried about or anything that you're focusing on right now isn't going to be stressful. So don't lean on past paradigms of stress. This is excitement. It just feels similar with the heart rate and the belly going, right? So we have a lot of fun things coming for you. I'm wondering which Aries of you out there is going back to school. I see the Page of Wands. So this is either learning the lesson or this is going back to school, taking a class. Something like astrology would be something similar to that, because this isn't higher education. This is something that you learn and apply because it's a Pages of Wands. So this is the time where you want to ask yourself, what is it you want? Because the 10 of coins is asking you to put it in black and white. Now, whether that looks like a contract or verbally speaking these intentions and putting them out there as in, I clearly want this thing, that's the 10 of coins. I wanted to say wands, but 10 of coins. So the other thing to mention about your reading, Aries, is there's a lot of cups here. Now, cups don't always mean love as in relationship. This feels as if you're going to come into a place where you're loving what you're doing, your life in total. The whole ecology of this reading is more about things coming into alignment rather than being my love affair is making me happy or work is making me happy. This is more along the lines of I'm feeling good and right here. So this is feeling good. And then work is fulfilling kind of an energy. And work doesn't have to be exactly fulfilling. It can be just that what you're doing all feels like it's in alignment. Let's just put it that way. I'm curious if any of you are going on a vacation near water, though. With the 6 of Cups, it shows celebration, holiday, or vacation. Now, because the Page of Cups is present, I think it would be neglectful of me not to say that for some of you, there might be a new relationship out there. But ultimately, how this feeling came across to me when the page showed up was new beginnings. So you're turning a page right now out of, and I'm not seeing that there was the Tower card even anywhere close, but I am seeing that there is this moment where you're swishing into a new beginning, and it actually is a new beginning without like some harsh ending being the cause of it. So let's pull some cards from Mystic Dreamer and see what your moon reading, your emotions are. There's a lot of fun things going on my website right now. Finally, my It's a Magical Life class is up. You can jump in at any time. It's a free-flowing kind of class where you can learn the subjects that you want to learn. Take a look at it. That's on my website. The Remind Retreat is March 18th, 19th, and 20th. You know, this is where we're going to play with all the tools: singing bowls, qigong, meditation, yoga, bonfire, play, play, play. To book your one-on-one, visit karmaondeck.com. Let me check and see what's going on with you, Aries Moon. Here we go. Okay, so the first few things that come up, Aries Moon, is defensiveness. A little tiny bit of defensiveness. We've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant has a tendency to come across as a little arrogant, though. And there's times where it just is what it is. So be careful that you're not walking the line of pride a little too much because it's showing up in conflict, right? There's a worry that you have, you have the 7 of Wands, which is defensiveness, in order to push things into the way they used to be. I think we're triggering others. There are some situations here where you're considering walking away, right? Leaving some things behind, and maybe that's where that's coming, and I probably should have pulled the rest of the cards with that. The Hierophant and the 5 of Swords. Maybe this defensiveness is in order to avoid group conflict and to bring more peace into your life, because look here, we have the 8 of Cups. People don't know how to be happy right here. This isn't good enough. I have to have this too, right? I see miscommunication, the 3 of Swords. But what I see that transitioning to, and again, this goes in alignment, like pride has gone on. 5 of Swords, which is an argument, right? But this is all in this back row representing our come from. Our come from is, in order to avoid, conflict and miscommunication, I'm going to back off a little bit and allow this to be. This is acceptance. This is non-attachment. And I'm seeing apologies come your way and people looking to heal and soothe these little emotions, but you've definitely got your defenses up a little bit. Again, we have the Knight of Cups. So some of you do have some love affair stuff going on where you have some new love interest, new relationship, energy, celebration, chemistry, etc. In this reading for your moon reading. So what is most important about this viewpoint right now is the Fool card. You're at the crossroads of opportunity and potential right now. The King of Wands tells us that it's going to take your specific leadership. So rather than sitting back and seeing how things play out, how it pans out, and what direction things take, it's up to you to direct. That's what Wands are about, and that's what Kings are about. And you have to ask for what you want. Knight of Swords. Swords being communication and decision. So you have to ask for what you want. King of Wands, go out and get it. Knight of Cups, there's a whole story about that one, right? So the Knight of Cups is about being emotional and sometimes being impulsive. So be cautious about that. Also see some of you having a little impulsive spending or wondering what to do with your money, or maybe a little worry, but it's nothing that's going to break the bank. And again, your overriding, message of your moon reading is Ace of Swords. It's decision-making time, but at least for the first time in a year, there isn't this sense of like the whole world is on the edge of this decision or the weight of the world is upon it. It just feels as if you've got to be decisive right now in order to get things to start moving in the direction you want them to. I'm going to pull a card from Divination of the Ancients and see what your message is from this aura deck this week. Don't you fall down. My granny glasses. And you get Alchemy. Ooh, I love that, because alchemy is all about motion, potential, right? And like I was saying, this is all decision-making time. I'm super curious to see how this goes together. Oh, it's spells, of course. Ha ha ha. So spells literally mean intention, right? Spelling is intention. That's why writing was so like tricky. People weren't allowed to read because we can't have you knowing how to do spells, right? So something you hold dear, a relationship, a job, an interest, an object, or even yourself, will transform mysteriously into something even more precious to you. The spells card indicates that you're starting to discover the possibilities the art of transformation offers you, possibilities you hadn't even realized were out there. As you learn more, you will find your needs change and a kind of evolution takes place, where you find you desire only what is best for yourself. You have the Midas touch. I like that. Your standards and expectations become so pure that whatever you touch turns to metaphoric gold. You will be supported in gaining new sense of self-worth, which will draw all that you deserve and desire directly towards you. I kind of love all of that. Hubble bubble stirring well, transforming all by my spell, changing, growing hour by hour. Behold the alchemical power. Well, Aries, go get it, alchemist that you are. Love and light to you. Let me know if this resonated for you. Tell me how you feel your reading went. Let me know where you